Alright, today we're going to be looking at percent equation. It's kind of a cousin of the percent proportion. As you look at this, you might recognize a few words that are familiar from percent proportion. First of all, we have the part. And remember that was like the taxes, the discounts, those kind of things. We have the percent, except for this time, instead of putting it over 100, we're going to write it as a decimal. And finally, we have the whole amount, or the original price. And it basically works the same as percent proportion, it's just in a little different form. Okay, what is 16% of 50? So I'm going to go ahead and put my equal sign, and the first thing I look for is the percent. In this case, I'm going to put 0.16, or you can put 0.16, because that's where our percent goes, written as a decimal. Now the second thing I always look for is the whole amount, or what it's out of, or the price. In this case, it's out of 50. So it really wants to know what number is part of 50, or what number is 16% of 50. So here's our part, our x. And in this case, it's really simple to do. Yes, I'm using my calculator, I'm cheating, but I'm going to do 0.16 times 50. And when I do that, I get 8. So x equals 8. So if you look at it, 8 is 16% of 50. Okay, now you may recognize the sales tax problem. They work the same as other problems. So it's going to say you want to buy a television for $550. If the sales tax is 5%, what would the final cost of the television be? Well, first I'm going to start out with my percent as a decimal. In this case, it's 0.05. The most common mistake people make is writing this correctly. So next I look at, what is my whole amount, or in this case the price? Well, the price is $550. And X will be how much sales tax we have to pay. So I simply multiply 0.05 times 550, and I get $27.50. What is this $27.50? And by the way, it comes out 27.5 if you use a calculator, so make sure you add a 0. What is this amount? This amount is the tax. So it asks for the final cost, so I have to add the tax to the final cost, and I get 500. So our total will be $577.50. Okay, so the percent equation can be used instead of the percent proportion. It kind of just depends on which one you like. Now here's our final problem, I do believe. Maybe not. We'll see in just a second. So the seller pays a real estate commission of 7.5% on the sales price. How much commission would be made on a $130,000 house? Well, we're going to do this the same way as we done the other problems. First thing we do is write our percent as a decimal. Make sure you move it over 2 spaces, and that's what it should look like. Times $130,000, that's the price of our house, and that will tell us how much commission is being earned. So it's going to be 0.075 times 130,000, or 130,000, and this person is going to earn $9,750 for selling that house. That's a pretty good little amount of money. You might want to become a real estate agent. So all you have to remember on percent equation is that its part equals the percent written as a decimal times the whole.